All right, everybody, so our third theorem today is going to talk about either tangents or secants. So this applies to both. And this one is different because it's when it intersects on the exterior of the circle. So in this case, it would be something like this. These are both secant lines because they cross twice through the circle. And the theorem is, and we can do this in terms of x, y, and z. And let me highlight these to be more clear. That is x, that is y, and then that's our angle there. And I'll change that. I realized I used x twice. Sorry about that. I'll change this one to z and put that one in red. Okay, so the idea for this one is we take x minus y. I have a hard time writing. I'm sorry about that. X minus y divided by 2 equals z. So we basically take our two arc measures, subtract them, and that's going to equal the angle on the outside. So the difference of the arcs divided by 2 equals the angle on the outside of the circle. And this applies to both tangents and secant lines, in any combination of those as well. So let's say, for instance, we have something like this. We have a secant line, and instead this time it's going to meet a tangent. Again, if we have x, y, and z, now we would do z minus y divided by 2 is going to equal x. So again, z, y, that's the number 2. All of that together divided by 2 is going to equal our x term. So let's try some examples here, a little bit of calculation for clarity. So if we have a circle like this, two secant lines going through it, and let's say this one is 40 degrees. Keep hitting the wrong one, I'm sorry. 40 degrees here, and maybe this one is 120 degrees. And we're trying to solve for what is x. So we still want to set these up, and we still want to take the time to do so. And if we do that framework, we're going to be in better shape for calculating. So on the outside, we have our x term. On the inside, we have our smaller arc, and then our bigger arc. So we can take this 120 minus 40, and that's going to give us x. So we can go through now and actually solve this. So that's going to give us 80 divided by 2 equals x, or x just equals 40. And again, remember, just like last time, sometimes we might be missing the red or the green, and in that case, we would have to plug in our value for the yellow and then go back through and solve. So basically, any of these being a variable is fair game. As long as we have this framework set up, we just solve for whatever we don't know. And if we do that, we're going to be in good shape. All right, everybody, so 3 theorems. Definitely want to have these down on our notes today. Really good ones to go through and practice. As always, questions,